Tom. Welcome to a brand new week. It's actually Saturday right now. Monday I had a pretty bad day, so that kind of stopped me from vlogging. I've just been busy all the rest of the days. Tuesday we had our monthly disc-only podcast, where I proceeded to talk about my history with Subway food poisoning and how I can't describe how to get a haircut properly.
But here's the thing. The one thing that I like take the most joy in this world is my specific Subway sandwich order. And if you get it wrong, then if the Subway gets it wrong, then there's gonna be hell to pay. Like it did it did yesterday when they got the bread wrong. They were missing several vegetables, and they forgot something that I had to pay extra for to put on there.
All right, so favorite sub place?
It's unfortunately Subway. But that was a lot of fun. I recommend checking it out. You can find it on, I don't think I ever mentioned where you could find it. iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. If you go to OutbackStabHouse.com, it links to it. If you haven't seen the podcast, that's, oh man, it's a very early joke from it. I don't know how long that person bought that domain for. But anyway, we're at the park now. Mostly just been streaming and you know, content creation and all that jazz. So that's always been interesting. Oh, I think I hit something there. There we go. Oh, he's gonna go. Oh boy, there he goes.
Hello, darling.
Be good, buddy.
Hello, darling. Gus is real friendly. Gus, you want to say hello? You go easy, big boy. Go slow. It's okay. Oh, we can't have two at once. That's not fair. Oh, what a good puppy.
He's real good at making friends, and I'm way zoomed in on my face. There we go. Real good at making friends. So we're gonna enjoy our time in the park, and then we're gonna head over to our favorite cafe. And I don't know, it's Friday today, so I don't really know what else I'm gonna do today. Probably catch up on some backlog. It is Sunday! I think the last thing I recorded, I said that it was Saturday. It was not. It was Friday. Manatee! Why are you biting my foot? Manatee! What the hell? Little dingus. Tried to bite my foot. He keeps also trying to go under my desk, which I don't want him to do because there are wires down there, and he's unplugged a few things before. Buddy, you're being crazy right now. Why are you being so crazy? It's late at night. You went to the park for 2 hours and ran around with dogs. Then you got bored of that. And then we came home, and now you're crazy again. Stop trying to bite my hand. Manatee, stop biting my chair. He's being a little nut. Oh my god. Anyway, I've been working on... Get off! I got a haircut, as you can see. Bud. Okay, Bud. What's up? What's the deal? What's the deal, Bud? Huh? You want your ball? You want your ball? Go get it. I swear this dog sometimes. Anyway, oh man, the camera's all crooked now. There we go. Anyway, got a haircut. I went grocery shopping yesterday. And then I streamed some Sonic Adventure 2 crowd control randomizer. And those two mods don't interact very well, so there was a lot of freezing. But fortunately, I was just able to overcome it by hitting Control Delete. What are you doing, buddy? I feel like if I sit down, he's gonna come over and bite me, so I'm gonna not. He play bites though, but still, even though he play bites, his teeth are still fairly sharp, piercing into my sides here. But yeah, no, Sonic Adventure 2 crowd control was nuts, because a lot of people did a lot of effects, and the randomizer made it so it's playing as different characters in different levels, with different voice clips and different skins. And all that jazz, and it was a lot of fun. And one of the things in the crowd control is just a function called win. So people were just saying, if I got stuck in a level, people would be just oh, for God's sake, go! And then they would just hit the win button and I'd win a level. Sorry about that, the battery died. But yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer crowd control is a lot of fun. I hope in the future those two mods can kind of come together a little bit better, so that way there isn't as much stopping and all that jazz. I had to reset a few times during that, but It's no thing. It's no real thing. I'm playing a lot of Pokemon Unite. That game on ranked is frustrating. I've kind of boiled it down to I sort of, for my mental health, I have a system. I have a system for that game. If I lose twice, then I stop. Unless it's a little bit more complicated than that. The first 2 games, if I win at least one, then I keep going, and if I lose again, then I stop. But if I win those first 2 games, any loss after that, I stop. So just something for my mental health. Maybe a little bit kind of like presses me down a little bit just because it's I'm leaving on a loss. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes. But I think it's better for my mental health overall instead of being like instead of going the Vegas route of being like, if I'm winning, then I'm on a roll, so I'll keep going. That's kind of the logic I'm going for. But if I'm losing, then I'm bound to win eventually, so I'll keep going. But the difference between that and Vegas is that I keep going back to it anyway, for one. And 2, I'm not spending any money on the game, or like risking any money on the game, so it doesn't really matter. In a bit of interesting and possibly medical news, this is not, there's no need for a trigger warning or anything like that, because this isn't like gross out or anything like that. On my hand, kind of underneath my index finger, on my left hand, I noticed a small lump, and it feels hard. So I don't think that it's like any sort of like tumor or anything like that. And my mom had something similar on her hands. I don't remember what they were called. And basically, they were more or less like pockets of calcium. And eventually, it became like too painful for her to like open and close her hands, so she had to get them removed. But I'm setting up a doctor's appointment to get to get my hand X-rayed to see what's in there. I don't think it's anything bad. If it is, that might put a little bit of a damper on me buying a house in February. So we'll see. I don't know if I ever mentioned that in the vlog. I'm looking to buy a house when my lease is up here. Considering that the market is kind of recovering, and by then I think inventory will be a little bit better, and hopefully, well, inventory is never good in the winter. It's real estate nonsense, but basically people move more in summer or selling their house more in summer, so there's more on the market in summer. But I think the good thing is about there being less sellers in the winter. I think there's also going to be less buyers, because a lot of people generally don't buy homes in winter. I'm an outlier because my lease is up in winter, so I don't really have a choice. Unless I decide to couch crash with somebody, but I don't plan on doing that. At any rate, if this thing on my hand does turn out to be something bad, then that might put a damper on me trying to buy a house in winter. So we'll see on that one. Whew. But anyway, aside from the potential mystery lump on my hand and getting frustrated at Pokemon Unite, it's been a pretty good week. I also started playing, I think it was on the SNES, Nintendo Switch Online SNES thing. There is like Super Mario Picross, I'm assuming, or Picross. Maybe it's like Picross because it's like picture and cross. It's like a puzzle game where you basically have to like fill in the amount of like squares that like the on the X and Y axis in order to fill in a picture. And that's been a lot of fun. So I wouldn't say addicted, but I've been playing that a lot. I've been playing that as my cooldown game after losses in Pokemon Unite to kind of like even me out. It's guided, and it tells you when you make a mistake. So like, it's not like that I'm constantly just frustrated over the puzzle trying to like figure out how to do it. I have a little bit of a guide, so it works out in that way. But anyway, this has been a pretty good week, and I hope you all had a good one. So I'll see you in the next one. Later.